All right. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here, and I do have a few screens pulled up. I am going to exit out of my face. Okay, who's drawing on my screen? Someone's drawing pictures.
It's not me this time, I promise.
Okay, let me get to slideshow. Oh, still drawing. You guys are so funny. Okay. All right, so May virtual team meeting. Welcome, Holy Toledo's. Check out all these new consultants last month. Awesome. So I want to tell you that I can only see 3 generations of reports. So if you're like, wait, my name's not up there. My 4th gen people, my 5th gen people, and my 6th gen people, I cannot see your stats, unfortunately. Now I can see as you guys post and welcome people on Team PC Hotshots, but that would probably take me 5 years to go back through and try to find all of those. So these are the ones that I can see, but if you welcome someone and your name is not on here and your recruit's name, be sure to post them in the chat so we can cheer you all on as well. But these are the ones that I was able to see on the reports. So welcome everyone if you were a new consultant. Now, the names on the right side of these columns, these 3 different columns, those are the recruiters, and the names on the left side are the people that they recruited. Okay, so these are the recruited, these are the recruiters. Okay, so $372,000 is what we did as an organization. Now, $349 is what showed up at the end of the month after all my lovely 4th gen people promoted out. That dropped the number to 349, but 372 is where we were at the last day of the month, so I'm going with that. And we ended up with 47 new recruits that I could see. Okay, write down some of these dates just so you know. We will have 3 more opportunity events, which is awesome for you after you hear this recruiting training. Hopefully you'll be adding some people to the opportunity events. So there'll be one on the 17th, 24th, and 31st. We will have another booking blitz the very last week of the month, the 28th through the 31st. And then our next new consultant training is May 25th. So be sure that you have those written down. So from home office, I wanted to be sure and share this with you all. Okay, I went live and I've talked to you guys about this, and I talked with new consultants about this last night. If you are a new consultant, okay, and you don't know how Pampered Chefs, the amazing customer service that they typically have, okay, I do want you to know that usually they have top-notch customer service. Okay, what is currently going on is due to the coronavirus, like so many other places, they had to move people apart and lessen people that are working in the distribution center at a time. But what has happened the last couple months is we are selling like rock stars, like it's Christmas time, when they typically double up on the help in the distribution center. Okay, so if you're thinking, man, these shipments usually only take about 4 days to get to people, they're taking 10, 15 days, what's going on? That's why. And think about it this way, guys. If they were not spreading people out with the coronavirus stuff, if one of them were to get sick, the whole entire place could shut down, and then we would be without a distribution center. Okay, so they're trying to do everything in their power to keep us going, which just means at this point, it is taking longer to get your shipments. Okay, it is taking longer. When you used to call into Pampered Chef, within a few minutes, they would either answer the phone or call you back. Okay, now the wait times are longer. So use the chat button more so than call in. Okay, also I want to let you guys know that if you are on your party and it does not have that it's shipped yet, if you were to call into Pampered Chef and ask them about it, the people that you are calling can see no different information than what we are seeing. Okay, until it is shipped, they don't know shipping information either. Okay, so keep that in mind. And by just calling about shipment stuff, it clogs the line. Okay, so they wanted us to kind of spread that with you. Use the
Excuse
chat
me,
feature.
Melody.
It's better.
Excuse me, Melody. This is Nancy.
Yes.
I've got people that are getting their shipments and it's still saying not shipped.
Okay, we talked about that. I talked about that with some other executives too. I think that, yes, it's not updating in the system properly, because I had someone, when looking at their stuff, they had just got their stuff and it was still saying they hadn't got it too. So yes, we do know that that is an issue. It's not updating for some reason in the system quick enough either. So, but just try to have patience with them and know that it's not going to be like this forever, and this is not typical. And I'm so thankful that we're still able, because there's a lot of direct sales companies, guys, that had to close. They had to stop their sales because their distribution center closed down. So I am thankful that we are able to continue. Okay, let me go to the next one.
Melody,
Yes.
can I ask something? If I have orders that are 15 days out, should I be a little concerned?
No,
Because
that's about 15 days is what they're saying right now.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's about,
my hosts are asking, and I just told her it was due to COVID-19 and
it
they
is
were
due to
very
COVID.
understanding. So
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. When
Yeah,
I saw that,
one of my fellow executive leaders, what she's been doing is just going live on the party and saying, hey, just let you know, this is not typical, but due to, the coronavirus, this is what you can expect this time. Thankful we're still able to get you your products. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So giving them the heads up, just to let them know, but 10 to 15 days is about what it's taking right now. So do know that.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Mel, if they go and look, you can click right when you log in. It says click here and look at the top. It tells you exactly what day they're shipping. So today updated to their shipping parties that closed April 25th.
Okay. So it's letting them
Okay.
know. So the parties that
Yeah,
are,
it's at the very top. If you do go to the tracking screen and look at the very top, it says we are now shipping. And
April
this
25th
morning it
parties.
updated to April 25th.
okay.
That's good to know. I was just looking at their
That's on the shipment page,
orders.
Debbie?
Yeah, it's at the very top of the shipping page, and they update it when they switch to a new day, because yesterday was the 24th when I looked, and today is the 25th.
Okay.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. Thanks, Debbie.
That is actually really good to know, because I had a party that was received on the 27th, and a couple of the items were Mother's Day presents,
Mm-hmm.
and my host is asking about them as well.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so let's go to this next thing here. So booking, selling, recruiting. As we're going into May, those are some of the things that we are focusing on. So cookware. Cookware is our host special. Unless you pulled over the April, if you did, be sure that you close it by Friday, May 15th, in order to be able to use that April special. Go downstairs. Go. So help healthcare workers this month. Okay, so you can have a fundraiser for the Hope Lodge, and they're donating up to 30% of fundraiser sales. Okay, so we're still able to do fundraisers this month. So that will help others also. And then the next one's Help Feed Families. So not only are they doing them for the Hope Lodge, okay, they're also doing them still for the Feeding America. So if you haven't done one of those Feeding America fundraisers yet, that is definitely a way to get some sales this month. So instead of doing the Help with Cancer program like they typically do in May, they're changing it to the Hope Lodge program, We're donating up to 30% of fundraiser sales, $6 for every party booked from a fundraiser, and $1 for every mix and chop sold through May 31st. Okay, so keep in mind as you guys are selling mix and chops in your parties, $1 of every one of those is going to a Hope Lodge program. Okay, so COVID-19, Feeding America predicts at least 25% increase in demand during this pandemic. In just 12 weeks, that means just over 302 million in additional food. Okay, so that's why we are helping Feeding America, because there's a lot of people right now that are needing food more than normal. Okay, so every month I talk to you guys about every 4, add 1 more. Okay, that's Pampered Chef. For every 4 parties that you have, you're looking for at least 1 recruit from those parties. Okay, when you can work on accomplishing this, your business is absolutely going to take off. Okay, and we're going to be talking some about recruiting in just a little bit. Okay, so sell-a-thon. So we're earning fall products with the free-for-all here. So here are the different breakdowns. So set your goal. Okay, which one of these are you going to earn? $750 is $130 in fall products. $1,500 in sales, you're going to get $275. $3,000 in commissionable sales, you're going to get $385. And $6,000 in commissionable sales, you're going to get over $500 in fall products. Okay, so I hope not only are you guys working to earn for this month, but June is the exact same thing. So as you are working on your May parties, be sure you're also looking at booking your June parties as well, because June is also free for all. Okay, so right now we are having this rebate for the kits. Okay, so they get 2 months, okay, to hit the 2,500 in sales. So think about what you guys are doing in a month right now. Okay, we always encourage our new consultants to try to hit 1,250 in sales. Okay, so when they get their 2,500 in sales in their first 60 days, they are going to get their kit money back. Okay, so whatever they pay for their kit, that is what they are going to get back, the whole thing. They've done discounted like 50% off kits before, where you get 50% of your kit back. Okay, but this is a whole kit rebate as long as they hit the 2,500. All right, so new consultants who join May 1st through the 31st are going to get the extra 30 days still. Okay, so that means they're going to get the extra fast track rewards. They're going to get the product rewards for selling, the cash rewards for recruiting, and up to $3,000 for promoting. Plus, they're going to get an extra 30 days for their eBiz tools. Okay, so not only can they get a rebate, they're also getting an extension of 30 days on all of their new consultant benefits. Okay, so that is awesome information to know. We've already welcomed 28 people into this team this month so far. I want to blow it out of the water, okay, and get so many more, because this kit rebate is huge and they're giving these extra bonus days for them. Think about getting that website for 120 days versus 90 days, okay? So this is a really, really good deal. All right, so when you recruit, you're getting flexible opportunity to make more money, a chance to help more families, amazing training to kick off your virtual business. You're also going to get the reward that you're making a difference and impacting someone's life, which is a huge part of why I share this business with others. Overrides on your personal team sales, a recruiting bonus of 50 PC dollars for every person when they hit their 1,250 in their 90 days, 3,000 incentive trip points, and opportunity to earn more. Okay, so you're going to get new consultant kits when they join, they're going to get the dash for the extra training, and they're going to get the fast track rewards. All right, if you have not set your sight on a trip yet, okay, these are the trips that we are earning this year. You have until December 31st to earn this trip. Okay, so here's how you earn. Selling products, you earn 1 point for every dollar in commissionable sales you sell. Building your team, when you have a team member qualify and hit their $12.50 in sales, you get 3,000 points towards the trip. So if you become a director and above, and I think it's team leader, then you can get paid, you can get extra points when you hit your title every month. Okay, so for a director, for example, okay, you're gonna get, I think it's 2,000 points, and you get that every time you hit your director qualifications. So every time I post on the board and I say, woohoo, look at this team, they went green. Okay, that means that they're gonna get those extra points because they have a team who is working very hard to hit their title every month. Director promotion points. When you promote to director or re-promote to director, you're going to get 5,000 points to celebrate your promotion. Okay, so when you promote, you get an extra 5,000 points as well. If you have someone that becomes a director under you, you can earn up to 6,000 points for each new director on your personal team who promotes in 2020. Okay, so it's a 3-month system that you can get up to 6,000 points. Excellence Award, this is the last month of this Excellent Award period. Okay, so if you are close to earning this beautiful bracelet here, this Tiffany bracelet, males get the one on the bottom, females get the one on the top, and how many categories you achieved is how many charms you get. Okay, so they haven't announced yet what the new Excellence Awards, but Excellence runs from June 1st to May 31st. So on June 1st, it will start again. Okay, guys, check this out. These are all our $1,000 parties. Usually we have like a fourth of this many, okay? Check out all of the people that had $1,000 parties last month, okay? It is amazing. It is amazing how many people were able to have this. We had some career title promotions last month. So we had Yvette King, who became a director, Sarah Casillas, who became a director, Trisha McMurrin became a director, Tammy Aiken became a director, Mandy Hennison became a director, Mandy Rowe became a director, and Kelsey Knott became a director. Let's give all those ladies a huge round of applause because they worked super, super hard to make that happen. Christy Steed became an advanced director, which means she has 1 director under her. Mindy Phillips became an advanced director because she has 1 director under her. Nashira Newman became an advanced director because she has 1 director under her. And Tony Phillips became a senior director because she has 3 in her 1st gen and 1 in her 2nd gen and that makes you a senior director. So let's give them a big round of applause because amazing job to all of you guys that promoted. And I know we have lots of people working this month to also promote to director and above. So top sellers in our organization. Okay, like I said, I can only see up until my 3rd gen. So these are 3rd gen, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gen stats. So if you fall somewhere in between, be sure to shout out and type in the chat so we can congratulate you. But check these numbers out. Melissa Myers had $14,189 last month. Tody Patterson, $12,915. Tristan McMurrin had over $10,000. So did Tammy Aiken, over $10,000. Michelle Richmond had over $9,000. Mindy Phillips had over $9,000. Alyssa Brumbar had over $9,000. Leslie Williams had over $8,000. Holly Austin had over $7,000. Christina Shedd had over $6,000, almost $7,000. Christina Tina's had 6627. Dorothy Parker had 6231. Melanie Koch, 6186. Julie Kelly, 6,143. Mariana had 5,368. Trisha had 5,354. April McGuire had 5,130. Mandy Heisen had 5,032. And Deanna, and I will butcher your last name if I try to say that. So for almost 5,000. Wow, look at our top 20. That is amazing. Congratulations, all of you that worked so hard. Be sure to check in the chat and cheer those on, those people that had somewhere in between these sales as well. Okay, June specials, just looking ahead to what June is going to be. Okay, June guest offer is those small chef's tongs. Okay, we got, those are $20 value, so it's a good value. And you can get those when they spend $80. Host special. Okay, this is one of my most favorite host specials and the one that I typically book the most parties for. Okay, it is double rewards. So when your host hits $650 in sales, they're gonna get double the amount of free. Okay, so it's double free month, and I will host coach every one of my virtual parties to hit at least $650 in sales. And guys, what happens is when you're pushing them to have $650 in sales, then they hit 700 and you're like, oh my gosh, you just hit 700, you're so close to 8, and then they hit 800. And oh my goodness, now you're so close to 900, and then they hit 900 and you get them to 1,000. Okay, it happens all the time and during a double reward month. Okay, so you work with your host, you coach them, you tell them that this is free product that they're willing to give you. We're gonna work hard to get your party to 650, okay? Every single host can get it there. Okay. Now I'm gonna pull this forward now. I'm gonna share with you this next video. And I need to see seeing who I can see on here. Pam, Buff, I see you. Can you give me a thumbs up if you hear this once I push play? I just want to make sure you guys can hear it okay.
Hey guys, Kristen Moringa here, National Executive Director from Orting, Washington, and I am super excited to share with you about this special kit rebate offer in the month of May. This is amazing that we have this opportunity to offer to everyone to earn the cost of their kit back. I want to talk for a second about who to offer this to and then how to help your new consultants reach the rebate level. As far as who to offer to, think about past hosts who were amazing hosts. Think about your current host coming up for the month of May. Also, teachers, graduates, anyone who could use extra income right now. And not only that, but also be thinking about rock stars in your parties, people who are commenting on everything, and people who ask questions or maybe are curious in your party. And those people that you maybe talked to about the business at one point, but they didn't actually sign up. So here are some words you can use to reach out to a couple of those groups so you can take advantage of this offer right away, right now at the beginning of the month, to be talking with people about the rebate. So past hosts, you could reach out to them and say, hey Susie, I'm so excited to share that Pampered Chef is doing a kit rebate this month, which means you could get started with Pampered Chef and earn the cost of your kit back. You were such an amazing host in your party. I just couldn't help but think of you. Have you thought much more about the idea of doing Pampered Chef? Because you would be so good at this. And then to think about your maybe teacher friends, grad friends, anyone who could use extra income, you could say, hey Susie, I just thought of you because Pampered Chef announced a special kit rebate this month with the chance to get started and earn the cost of your kit back. I thought of you because I know you're a teacher and summer break is coming, or I thought of you because I know that money might be a little tight right now and I feel like this could be really helpful for you. What do you think? Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef before? And then people who you've talked to about the business before, but they didn't sign up at that time, you could say something like, hey, Susie, I was just thinking of you as Pampered Chef announced a special this month where you can sign up and earn the cost of your kit back. I thought of you because I know you were thinking about Pampered Chef at one point, but maybe the timing wasn't just right. What do you think? Would you like to take advantage of this special? And then thinking about all your parties for the month of May, think about your hosts, think about rock stars in the party, and think about people who are curious or maybe ask questions about the business. And you want to make sure that you're interacting with them and that you're asking them about the business. You're starting those conversations and having those conversations all throughout the month of May while this special is going on. And you could even do a special post in your virtual parties about it and let folks know that it's a special offer right now. Now, for those folks who do sign up in the month of May with you, congratulations. Let's talk about how to get them off to a strong start so they can earn the kit rebate. I always recommend to all of my new consultants to aim for 4 virtual parties per week. All right. Now, don't be scared by that. It's an amazing opportunity to earn extra income. And when you help them do 4 parties per week or suggest 4 parties per week, they're going to get off to a really strong start and build a really good foundation for their business. So 4 virtual parties per week for your new consultants, and they would hit their rebate offer most likely in their first month. But they have 60 days to reach it. So if they don't hit it in their first month, no biggie. Keep helping them book parties and they will hit it in their second month. And that's really exciting. Plus, I would encourage them, if they haven't hosted lately, they can host their own party and they can get the air fryer half off, because I know the air fryer is a really hot product right now. So it's a great opportunity for them to launch their own, do their own launch party and get started strong. Now, for those of you who are brand new or you've been around for a little while, with this offer this month, you could no doubt hit director in the month of May, even in time for national conference, which is so exciting. So now is an amazing time to offer this special to everyone and to help your new consultants start out strong. And you never know, you could totally be hitting director this month with this offer as well. All right, thanks for tuning in and go crush May.
Okay, so I love some of the information that she shared. And if you wanted to see if you liked the wording that she shared, okay, the place that you can go back and watch this, and you can even take a picture. That's what I would recommend. Take a picture when it pops up, and then you can have that wording, okay? If you go to the STIR, okay, you're going to be able to find it probably under the recruiting, if not just on the first page there when you pull it up. So just be looking for the one that says recruiting with the full price kit rebate, and it is in the STIR, and that's on the left-hand side when you first log in. It's one of the choices there on the left. So you can watch her video again and copy that wording, because the different categories that she said to reach out to, then she gave the wording to say to every single one of them. Okay, so that was really, really good information, and I really hope that you guys can use that. All right, so sorry, I'm gonna have to pick through here. Let's see. There we go. So I was at a training the beginning of last month, and Kristen shared this information. I want you guys to think about this for a second, because sometimes I think we think, you know, I'm asking people what's wrong with me. I'm just not recruiting. Okay. So when you look at this, okay, it can be eye-opening. So she was talking about those 4 parties a week. Okay. And the reason that I love to do 4 parties is, hold on, I got some feedback over here, is because 1 or 2 of them may be really successful. 1 may be okay. And then I may have 1 that doesn't qualify or it's lower in sales. But the average of them all together, okay, are going to make a pretty good batch of parties. But if I just have 1 or maybe even 2 and they don't do very good, then I'm, you know, left with maybe not as much sales that I am hoping for. Okay, so when you really start booking those 4 parties, 1, you guys need to post it on the Team PC Hotshots, because I do drawings for the hashtag 4 gets you more. Okay, so when you post that, you get in the, I do 2 drawings a month for people that book 4 parties a week. So if you're booking 4 parties, in party 1, you have 6 asks, and the 6 asks are broken down into this portion right here, where it says ask per party at a minimum. Okay, so if we're talking to the host at least 5 times, and we're going to get into that in a minute, okay, and you talk to 3 rock star guests, okay, you're looking for those people, man, they love Pampered Chef, they have everything already in the catalog, maybe they used to be a past consultant, okay, rock star guest, you're talking with 3 of them. You're also talking to people that were curious on the question and answer guests, okay? So those posts where we talk about which one would you want for the business? Are you a part-time? Do you need to pay off a lot of income? Those posts that we have like that, those are the curious question and answer guests that you can reach out to, okay? So if in every party you're reaching out to 6 people and you have 4 parties going in a week, that's about 24 people that you're talking to. 12 back and forths, okay? From that, your goal is to get 1 signed, okay? Now, you may get more signed out of that, okay? But think about how many currently you're talking to in your parties, okay? Are you talking to the host that many times? Are you talking to 3 rock star guests and the people that are posting on that question and answer post? Okay, if you are, okay, you should be getting about 1 person signed. Okay, so much of this business and recruiting is statistics. The more people you talk to, the better chance you're going to have of someone being interested. So much of it is a numbers game. You need to be sure that you're tracking each party. Am I talking to my 6 people? Are you talking to these people? Okay, and track. What did they say? Okay, so when you guys start tracking this and start asking this many times, I promise you, you're going to start recruiting. Okay, it will start happening. And if you're like, man, I just don't know what to say, screenshot conversations. Screenshot, hey, they commented this, what should I say? And send it to your upline director. Okay, they will help you with the wording of what to say and how to respond to these people until you feel comfortable enough to do it yourself. Okay, so be sure that you are doing that part, because you're like, I'm new, I don't know what to say to these people. Okay, you're not expected to know what to say to these people. Okay, so be sure you're reaching out to them. So if you need to take a picture of this and say, okay, here's what I need to be doing in my parties, okay, be sure that you are breaking it down like this. All right, this document right here, okay, I will be sharing with you all, okay? I will be sharing on the TNPC Hotshot page. So this is a document you guys can print off and have in front of you of what should I be doing in each of my parties, okay? So these are the recruiting best practices for fast growth. Okay, those people that are promoting to director in 1 or 2 months, these are the kind of things that they are doing, okay? This is from several executives getting together and putting this information down. Okay, so there are 5 specific practices for fast growth. First one, you just heard me talk about, 4 virtual parties a week. And I know there are people on this call that do 4 parties a week and they're having extreme growth in this business, okay? So that is the number 1. Number 2, your host is always your best recruit lead because they love the products, which is why they typically are hosting. Ask your host these 5 times during the party. So you've heard us say ask 5 times, but you're like, I don't know what to say those 5 times. Here you go. Okay, this is words that you can copy and say. So the first ask. So the first week of the party, one of the cool perks of hosting is that you get a $25 or $50 coupon off any of our starter kits. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef before? Those of you that have attended the new consultant training, You have heard me talk about this. I talk about starring the bottom of that party planner that talks about the kit coupon. Arrow it, star it, flashlight it, doesn't matter. Do something to catch their attention, because when I talk to my host, I say, did you see that coupon that I put in your packet? Okay, I want them to know that first. That starts an easy conversation. I don't know if you've ever thought about something like Pampered Chef, but I would love for you to watch me this week, and I would love to share more with you. Okay, so that's the first ask before the party even starts. Second ask, third day of invites. Hey girl, one more thing for today, or hey guy, or hey, however you talk. I say hey girl, so hey girl. I don't usually say hey guy, but hey girl, one more thing for today. You might not have booked a party thinking about this, but if you'd like to spend $99 or pick up one of these kits today before your show starts, I'll let you make the money on the show instead of me. You'll still get all the host rewards too. On average, you'll make $100 plus on the party. Let me know if you're interested or have questions today. Okay, so this is before the party starts. You're giving them the opportunity to make this party theirs. Okay, here's what you may be thinking. Well, why would I do that? I need the commission money off of this party. I need this party for myself. Okay, well, if you don't have a fully booked calendar, you're right, you do. Okay, so that's what's nice when we have a calendar that has 4 parties a week. If you have a host that week that decides to sign up, you still have 3 other parties that you're going to be having for yourself. Okay, it gets much easier to offer this to someone if your calendar is booked. If it's not, it becomes harder. Okay, so third ask is party day 2. Okay, when they become a rock star host because you have showed them what they need to be doing in the party, you say, wow, your party is rocking. LOL, looks like your friends love you and Pampered Chef. You're gonna have an amazing party. Have you given any more thought to trying this yourself? Looks like you would have a good support system. Okay, so if they're having the interaction, they're having the orders, they're having the support, you can point out, wow, you obviously would be able to do good at this. You have a lot of people that love Pampered Chef. So fourth ask, this is the last day of the party. Hey girl, last day of the party. Would seriously love to have you on our team. You are so fun and have done such a wonderful job posting and interacting this week. I have no doubts you would rock this. Want to give it a whirl? That's a song, isn't it? So fifth ask, day after the party closes. That doesn't make sense. Day after party closes before we close. I think that's the day that the party closes. Before we close up your party, I just wanted to double check. Are you sure you don't want to take advantage of the kit coupon you have available if they have a kit coupon? Okay, remember, they have to have at least 25 and free to get, which is going to be a $300 party. So their party has to be at least 300 in order to give them that 25 and free towards their kit. Okay, and how you guys do this, because I get asked this question a lot. I have someone that's interested. How do I give them the kit credit coupon? Okay, when their party has reached at least 300, you'll see on the host rewards, it will say kit credit coupon. You click on that, and if their party is over 400, it will give the 25 or 50 option. If it's just 300, it will give the $25 option. You click on that. It takes away the free amount, okay? And then when they go in to sign up, it will recognize them by their email, okay? So the coupon will automatically pull up in the system when they go in to sign up. You have to have closed the party first though, so it's in the system, okay? So that's how you use that kit credit coupon. Okay, so before we close up your party, I wanted to double check and see, I don't want you, sure you don't want to get started with PC. I'll give you the bookings of your party to get started if they don't have a kit coupon but have the bookings or booking interest from the Google form, okay? So if maybe they didn't get the kit credit coupon, okay, but maybe they got some bookings, okay, you can let them know, hey, you know, I'll give you these bookings to start your own business and start strong. Okay, so do those 5 different asks make sense? Okay, they're not pushy things. They're not things where you're trying to shove the business down someone's throat. You're literally mentioning it, asking if they saw the kit credit coupon. Okay, you're asking them if they would be interested before they started the party. You are telling them that their party's rocking. You think they'd be great at this. And then again, you can say, I have no doubt you would be amazing. And then, what do you think? Do you want to do this? Okay, so be sure that you are talking to your hosts because they are the ones most likely to sign up with this business. I know several of you were hosts before you became consultants. Okay, so within your party, post this with a friend picture in your party on the first or second day. Okay, who wants 50 bonus tickets into our final drawing? All you have to do is search for host name and send me a friend request. It's that easy. Comment done after you've sent me a request. So I guess this is you. So I can look at it, look out for it. Okay, so we do something similar. I do something similar to this where within a few times of the party, I have them send me something. Okay, this just opens up communication. We've talked about this, in those first few posts that we do. Having them send you a message, okay? And then they can send you a friend request too. So friend requests, when you are friends with someone, if you message them, then they see all of the messages that you send, okay? So if you're not friends with people and you try to send them a message, it goes to that weird box, okay? So having them give 50 bonus tickets if they send you a friend, okay, is a great idea towards the beginning, of your party. So when you are talking with these people, and Facebook doesn't like it if you go in and personally friend request a bunch of people. But if they friend request you, Facebook's like, wow, man, they're popular. People love them, okay? So it's good to have people in the party friend request you. And, over time, if they aren't interested in a party and their posts are annoying you, then you can always, not be their friend later. But for now, it's good to have that open communication with them. So send friend requests to all the people that you connect with during the party. So anyone that comments multiple times, anyone that wins a game, anyone that you think is fun, okay? So if they didn't friend request you, those are the people that you are looking to friend yourself, not your whole entire 70 people, okay? Just those few. So here is the 4th thing, message guests during the party. Message all the rock stars. This is important wording right here, okay? Message all the rock stars about Midway. I start doing this about Wednesday of my party. My parties run Monday through Friday. Okay, so about Wednesday, here's some wording. Hey, guest, you are such a rock star in whoever your hosts Pampered Chef party. I loved how much you have been commenting and really making the party fun. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef before? I feel like you'd be great at it. When they respond, screenshot the response and send to your director. You guys see how that's bolded right there? Okay, because you don't have to know all the wording of what to say back to these people. Okay, but you are going to be messaging these rock stars to let them know. Now, here's what could happen. You may say, but man, if I get these people that join my team, then they're not booking parties. Okay, if these people that you message decide they don't want to be a consultant, a lot of times if they say no to being a consultant, they will still say yes to booking a party. Okay, because sometimes they don't want to tell you no twice. Okay, so keep in mind that maybe even if you're talking to them about the business and they decide, maybe they'll end up having a party. And guess what? When they have their party, maybe they'll decide to go ahead and sign up at that point. Okay, so keep in mind that booking a party can also come from this. Okay, so message, question, and answer people. This is anyone that asks a question about the biz, okay? So those different posts that we do where we're talking about the business. Here's what you can say. hey guest, you had a great question about the business in post Pampered Chef Party. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef before? When they respond, screenshot the response and send to your director. Okay, fifth thing, be confident in yourself and your abilities. People are drawn to confident people. Okay, so even if you don't know what you're doing, okay, try to show confidence in that you do know. And that's why you're going to screenshot to your upline directors, okay, because that way you will feel confident in what you're saying back to these people. Okay, so this document with the wording, I will post on Team PC Hotshots, and I'm going to encourage you to start making a checklist. It doesn't matter if it's on notebook paper like this, okay? Write down your hosts. How many times have I talked to them? Who have I talked to? What were their responses? Who were the rock star guests that I've reached out to? Who are the people in the question and answer posts that I reached out to? Start writing it down, okay? Because I think you'll be amazed at how many people you're actually talking to. When you're like, man, I'm just not a very good recruiter. Well, if you're really only talking to one person out of 10 parties, you're right. You're probably not going to feel like a really good recruiter, okay? So you have to talk to more people in order to get those recruits, okay? So I'm going to stop share here, and I'm going to open it up for some questions if you have them. So if you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and ask away. Does anyone have anything?
Molly does.
Yes.
I am having a problem with my parties right now that I cannot get my host to get more than 20, maybe 30 people in there. How do I change that?
How many people are they inviting?
They're sending it through the messenger, so I don't know for certain. Like the party I have right now, she has not used the invite button at all. Because I go in, when they use the invite button, I go in and send the reminders and usually get a few extra stragglers.
Mm-hmm.
I go on their personal page and post a link to the party, inviting them to join and everything like that.
So I stopped having them send those messages a couple months ago. I noticed that I was having that same issue. I was not having as many people coming into the parties. So I tell every host first to use the invite button. And I'm telling them to invite 200 to 300 people, okay, with our goal of getting the 30, to the 40 there. And I also offer them a gift once they get to 40 people, like a Season's Best recipe book. You can just give them a recipe book when they hit 40 people and let them know. So I know Christy Steed, she did that training a few weeks ago about having the hosts in one group together. And the nice benefit about doing that is when you have a host that hits 40, 50 people, you are getting excited and you're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so just hit 40, you're going to get that free recipe book from me, congratulations. And then so-and-so, you are so close, you have this right now, only this many more, and you're going to get that recipe book from me too. So having that interaction between the hosts, you're challenging them to continue to get to that 40. But I have way more success with the invite button. And then I also have them post a message on their Facebook wall. And if by Saturday of my pre-party, if I still don't have 40, then I may have them send some personal messages. But I have found even when I had them send personal message, I may get one or two more, but it's very few. So as of right now, what is working for me is having them use the invite button first and then a couple other options. So, but I think most of all, if you can put them, in a group chat together, welcome them, get them excited about the party and encourage those as they hit that 40, okay, offer those free gifts. I think that will help because you're right. So much of the success of the party determines how many people, that is determined by how many people are in the party. So it's so important that the people are in there in order. One, you're going to get more bookings. Two, you're going to be in front of more people, you know, to have possible recruits. So, and just better sales, because overall more people means more people ordering. Okay. So, that's my tips for that.
Are you
Hope that
still
helps.
running group parties?
Now, I stopped. I stopped in April.
I could never actually get in there and do it. They scared me.
They didn't. I was what I was having success with. I was still having success with the sales. They were still going okay, but I was starting to struggle with some bookings. So I went back to the single parties. Now I know that there are some people that are still doing them, and this is the biggest thing I want you guys to remember always is whatever is working for you. If it's working, then keep doing it. Okay. If at some point something doesn't work or you're not having as much success, I always ask myself, what was I doing then that I'm not doing now? Okay. And then I go back to that. Okay. So don't, because you're going to hear 1,000,001 suggestions from other people. Okay. If you tried, trust me, for 2 years, I was like, oh, that's a great tip. I'm going to try that at my virtual party. That's a great tip. That's a great tip. I'm just going to change everything. And then I was like, what the heck am I doing? I don't even like this party. Okay.
That's what I think happened to me is I've changed so much. And now I'm like, all right, what was I doing back in November and December? Because I was rocking the sales. I still haven't recruited anymore, but
That's what
now
you
my
need to go
sales
back
have
to
started
thinking.
gone dead.
Yep. That's what you need to go back to thinking is what was I doing then? Maybe that I'm not doing now. And so I've had to think, I mean, in my 8 years, I've had to go back to that several times. You know, what was I doing a couple years ago when I was having this success? Okay. So be thinking about that. Does anyone else have anything? Let me ask you this. Who is doing some of the things that I talked about tonight that they are having the success? Unmute yourself and tell us.
I ask all of my hosts and my rock star guests, and since I got out of my shell, I am recruiting, I guess you'd say 2 to 3 a month now. My goal is to get to 8 a month. I want to get 2 recruits every week.
That would be
And I
awesome.
do 4 parties, so it can be done. It can be done.
And I think, you know, Joanna's right. The more you have confidence in asking, the easier it's going to come. Okay. So what I like to think about is how this business has changed my life. Okay. And I think about the income that I've been able to make, the things that I've been able to do for my family. Okay. I, you know, not on a teacher's salary anymore. Okay. So I just try to think about if someone wouldn't have asked me, how different would my life look right now? Okay. And I've had so many people that have told me the difference that this business has made. And I stopped trying to think about me and me being scared and me not wanting to ask people. And I started thinking about them. Okay. Because someone told me once that if you're not asking people, you're actually being selfish. And I was like, well, dang, that's kind of rude. But when you think about it, what if this business is the exact thing that someone needs in their life right now and you're just too scared to ask them? Okay. And I took a course once and it was called Recruiting from the Heart. And this lady told her story about how she went to a Pampered Chef party and she had that one nice outfit that she wore to all the functions that her friends had no idea where she lived. They had no idea what her house looked like. When she would take her kids to the grocery store, they didn't get a special cereal. They didn't get anything extra. They were barely making their bills. And she went to a Pampered Chef party and she bought that $10 item. So it looked like she she purchased something, and the consultant that night asked her if she would be interested in Pampered Chef. And she said, oh, no. That's not something that I would ever want to do. And she said she got into her car and she bawled all the way home because she knew it's exactly what she needed in her life. And that consultant called her the next day and said, I want you to know that you have been on my heart. And I know you told me no last night, but something just told me that I needed to call you. And she said, oh my gosh, thank goodness. Yes, I want to sign up for this business. And it's exactly what I need in my life. And she started this business. And within 1 year, she was making $100,000 and started working for Pampered Chef Home Office. Okay, so if that person would have not asked and even called the next day, I mean, her life totally turned around. And even if you may know the person, okay, don't hesitate to ask, okay? Don't prejudge people, because I know that we have people on our team that I have asked for 4 years. I asked them, and then they decided to join. Okay, but I guarantee you, if I would have never said anything to them, they would have not came back to me when they were ready. So even if it's a not right now, doesn't mean it's a not right now forever. And if you don't say something to these people, then if the opportunity ever comes up where they want to join this business, they're not going to come back to you. They're going to go to someone else. They're going to go on that Pampered Chef website and they're going to just search for a consultant in their area. Or they're going to find their friend's business that they're doing and they're going to sign up with them. Okay, so don't miss out on those opportunities because of fear and because you are worried what someone might think of you. Okay, because you never know when this business can change someone's life. So, on that note, I'll step off of my soapbox now. No, but seriously, guys, I truly mean it. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of people have their lives changed because of this business. So just be sure that you are sharing it. And several of you can have your lives changed by this business as well. So if we are good and don't have any other questions, it's been about an hour, and that's how I like to keep these calls for recording purposes. So good luck this month, guys. Be sure that you guys are using some of these tips and some of these techniques and start recruiting from your heart. All right, guys? Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. Joanna.
Hey, who won?
Joanna, that's what I was just going to say. Joanna, where are you at?
Here. I'm here.
Okay. Did you do the drawing?
I put everything on. I spin a wheel. Believe it or not, everybody's name's on this.
Okay, girl. Share your screen. Can you share your screen and spin it?
Yeah, hang on.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
wait, I found my phone. Oh, cool. I've never done that. Didn't see that. Cool. Oh, I haven't got my plug in.
It's on your
Yeah.
phone?
Yeah.
We'll
I
just hold it up
spun
to
it.
the screen.
Can you see that? Hang on. Oh, it got dark on me.
Anything.
Read that?
Kelly.
Kelly
Kelly on here?
Chapel. She's still here? Kelly. Yep,
There she
she's
is. I see her. Yay.
here.
Woo.
You won.
Awesome. I can see you. Okay, I'm writing your name down and I'm going to put something in the mail for you. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Officially
Bye.
goodbye this time. Bye.